Okay, welcome everybody to another installment of BrickWall Reviews. I'm Dave, and tonight I'm back, and you know what day it is. Guess what day it is? That's right, it is WandaVision Day. It is Friday. It is time, guys. As y'all see, I got my Marvel hat on as always. No one still sent me a WandaVision shirt. I'm not upset. It's okay, guys, but come on, show me some love. Come on. And you guys may notice I got on the sweater too. What's up with the sweater, Dave? What's up with the sweater? Why you got a sweater on? Why you got this old Cosby looking sweater on? No, not Cosby looking sweater. It's like an old school sweater. Bro, funny enough, tonight's episode of WandaVision was set in the 70s, so I decided to do a little sweater work. I saw a couple people in the episode with sweaters on, so that explains the sweater. Okay, I've officially spent too much time talking about the sweater. Okay, so anyway, before I get into this review of this third episode of WandaVision, I want to remind you guys to like this video. If you enjoy this review, make sure you guys hit that like button. Subscribe to our YouTube channel if you're not already subscribed. And as always, if you are watching this live, which we are live right now, if you are watching this live, please feel free to chime in the live chat, and make sure you share this video. Make sure you tell your friends. Make sure you always come back for these reviews. These reviews are awesome, man. And recently we did our review on Soul, so you guys make sure you check that out. And before that, Sam's anime review, which was on Demon Slayer, you guys make sure you check that out too. And so I believe that is all I have. All the announcements. I got all the announcements out of the way, right? So now let's get into the bread and butter of tonight's installment, tonight's episode of WandaVision. We are being given some very, very gracious stuff from this show. Okay, that was a weird statement. Listen, this show right now. No, let me put my phone. I thought my phone was on vibrate, guys. Okay, so this episode here, like I said already, takes place in the 70s. Full disclosure, I did watch this episode early in the day. I didn't do my normal watch like I do. I usually watch it fresh before I do my reviews, but I just decided to watch it earlier today. I watched it with Sam. We checked it out together, and so I kind of took some more time to think about this episode. So I have a little bit more thought on this episode than I usually would, and it may seem like a little less hype. And also, honestly, I'm gonna be recalling events harder than I usually would if I were fresh off a watch. But I think this is going to make this review really interesting because, like I said, this episode, it goes from, I remember last week, I said that with the first two episodes, we were at a high, right? Episodes 1 and 2 came in off the bat, swinging, going hard, and I was like, yeah, I don't know, this slow burn is going to be something else, man. It's going to be something good. So I wasn't expecting this episode 3, I wasn't expecting it to be something that was going to be the reveal all episode, obviously, right? Because we still have at this point 6 more episodes left to go, right? So we have 6 more episodes left of WandaVision to go for this season, or for the series. I suppose it's going to be a miniseries. And for us to get where we are now in this series really has me excited, and at the same time just a little bit nervous for what comes in the future. Okay, so what happens in this episode, we pick up right at the end of what happened at the end of episode 2, which Wanda is pregnant and the world is now in color. In color, we can live in color. Okay, that was enough. Alright, so the episode is now in color, which is funny because the title of the episode is called Now in Color. It's pretty funny, right? So what happens is we're dealing with Wanda's pregnancy. She's pregnant, but her pregnancy is moving at such a fast speed that we don't know what to do. How are we going to prepare for a baby that is constantly growing and it'll probably be here by the end of the day? Or the end of the week, according to Vision, but it actually ended up being there before the end of the day. So they have a doctor come in, and it's a lot of funny hijinks in there. Again, this episode really leans a lot on the comedy because, again, we still have our sitcom setting, And Vision, man, does this episode rely a lot on Vision's comedy. And shout out to, I believe the actor's name was Paul Bettany, who plays Vision. His comedic timing is out of this world. It is hilarious. He has once again stolen this show. And like I just said, on a comedic level, I laughed at a lot of the things that Vision said and a lot of the things that Vision did. So while they are preparing for this baby, Wanda, of course, is like, well, I don't want the neighborhood to know. Of course, like all these strange phenomena, strange things start happening every time she experiences something with the baby or a different milestone with the pregnancy. Something strange happens, right? First thing that happens is, one of the things that happens is it seems to be some type of a blackout. Then all of a sudden, it starts to rain inside the house. And come to find out that the whole neighborhood, everyone had a little bit of rain inside their houses. And a stork appears, butterflies appear, all different types of wacky situations occur, right? So Vision goes out to find a doctor to get some help just in case because the baby's starting to come, right? So Vision goes out to get some help, and while he's gone, a very interesting guest stops by. None other than Geraldine. Geraldine, yeah, a.k.a. Monica Rambeau. Yeah, that's right. Us fans know her as Monica Rambeau, but to Wanda, she's known as Geraldine. Geraldine stops by just to borrow a bucket and a couple of other things. And while she's trying to borrow that stuff, Wanda's trying to hide her pregnancy, right? So, again, this all goes into, Wanda's trying to hide her pregnancy, and that's when the stork is around. She's trying to hide the stork, and she's trying to hide the baby room. And then, right when the pregnancy is revealed to Geraldine, Wanda's water breaks, and she starts to go into labor. So when she goes into labor, Geraldine is there to help her deliver the baby, and she gives birth to a beautiful little baby. And then she gives birth to another beautiful little baby. Wanda has her twins. Yes, her twins. Now, one of the things that happens in this episode is that her twins are both boys. And I know in the comics it was a boy and a girl. So I don't know if they're going to do some type of bait and switch right now. Or I don't know if that's just how they're going to roll with it with the show. I don't know. But right now the twins are two boys. So yeah, I mean, that's pretty much how that goes. However, this episode takes a turn. And this turn, I'm gonna backtrack a lot right here because like I said, I'll go through the sitcom premise first and then I get into the nitty-gritty MCU stuff. So towards the end of this episode, Geraldine and Wanda are talking about the baby. Wanda starts talking about how she was a twin. And how her brother Pietro had passed. And this, my friends, is where the episode and the series picks up a momentum that I feel at this point is, like I used to say with The Mandalorian, is only up from here. Only up from here, guys. So what happens is that Geraldine goes, Ultron killed your brother, right? Yeah, we all know. How would Geraldine know something that no one in this town should know? How would Geraldine know about Ultron? Who is this alleged Geraldine at this point? All the things going through Wanda's head. And at this point, as I watched the episode and I saw a few people talking about it online, I do want to give credit right now. Elizabeth Olsen's performance in that moment of tension and in that entire last chunk with her and Geraldine, her acting there is really good. I will give her credit for that. Her acting there is really, really good. She is doing an amazing job at balancing Wanda's I want to say persona. She's doing a really good job at balancing the, from Wanda being in a sitcom persona and then also still being Sokovian, because I know a lot of people are like, well, where's her Sokovian accent? Why doesn't she have the accent? Me, obviously, because it's a sitcom setting, dum-dums, but not everyone thinks like that, right? So it's at this point where her accent comes in, but then it's like such a faint, it's not like faint accent like it was in Infinity War, where it was kind of like in Civil War, where it was kind of like the accent wasn't so heavy, but it was still there. It was light. This one was even lighter than that, and it was really interesting because it was kind of like she was. I don't know. There's a lot of nuance to what she was doing with the acting there, and I can kind of talk about it, even though I'm not an actor in any way, shape, or form. But I noticed that she was doing a lot of interesting things with the character at that point. So, real big shout out to her on that. She did amazing in that role, and I really think that she's going to really propel the series forward with her acting. Like, I'm really excited to see like where this goes and how she decides to deliver these things from the character moving forward in the rest of the series. Okay, that was me being an acting nerd, even though I'm not an actor. So, getting back to the actual factual. So, they get into this, Wanda starts to go, well, why are you talking about, well, you need to go. How are you telling me, how are you talking about this right now? And Monica at that point, well, not Monica, Geraldine, as she's known to Wanda, starts really kind of like, well, I didn't say that. No, I didn't say that. No, I didn't say that. No. And Wanda's like, bro, I heard you. Get out. And Geraldine's like, come on, don't even be like that. Come on, like, you gotta chill. And so Wanda's like, okay, you want to play games? We can play some games. But before we get to that little part right there, we're going to go back to the beginning of the episode. So, at the beginning of the episode, when Vision walks out of the house, you see the neighbor. What is the neighbor's name? The black guy. I think his name is Ralph. Ralph or Ralphie is the neighbor's name. If I have it wrong, correct me and please forgive me, but I do believe the name is Ralph. I mean, I could look it up right now, guys, but come on. He goes to the neighbor, and hold on. I want to get his name. I'm going to get his name. I'm going to get the name. I'm going to get the name. I'm not going to get the name. It's not. Nope. It's not going to come up quick enough. It's not going to come up quick enough, y'all. It's not going to come up quick enough. Come on. 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 What is his name? What is his name? Oh, he's in this show? I don't know why I'm doing all these hand signals. Okay, hold up. I got his name because I want to make sure I get this character's name right because I'm going to have to say it like 5-6 more times. Nope, doesn't even say it. Well, darn. That's a shame. That's a shame. Yep, nope. Okay. Alright, sorry I wasted y'all time. So I want to say his name is Ralph though. So Ralph is if I got the name wrong, my bad. But so the neighbor, he's got like this I want to say it's chainsaws. He got a power tool and he's cutting through the wall, right? So Vision looks at him and he's like, well, that's kind of strange. And so he's like, hey, buddy, hey, Ralphie, you cutting the hedges a little too serious over there, right? So Vision kind of knows. He's like, yeah, I'm just going to make a little joke about it. It's a little strange. And Ralph goes, he just looks at him and stops. And he's like, yeah, buddy. Yeah. And so Vision's like, he's just got this look on his face like, well, this isn't right. So later on in the episode, a couple scenes later, Vision's sitting there talking with Wanda, and Wanda's like, do you think it's gonna, do you think all these things that are happening around the town, do you think that people know that this is my fault? Because again, at this point with her pregnancy, a lot of strange things are happening in relation to how she's feeling and how she's getting these different things going on with her pregnancy. All these different things are happening. And so she's like, do you think they know? Do you think they notice? Do you think they realize? And Vision goes, well, something is strange around here. Between the other night with the beekeeper died, if you remember at the end of the last episode with the beekeeper, he mentions that. The other night with the beekeeper, and then our neighbors just doing some weird stuff over there. And then something's just not. And as soon as he starts to say that sentence, boom, she does a rewind. But the rewind is it's really quick. It's really quick. It was quick to the point that when I first saw it, I was like, I thought something had happened to the TV. I was about to hit rewind, like, yo, what just happened to this? Did something just skip? But then I thought about it right before I was about to do it. I was like, oh, she just rewinded time. She don't want to hear none of that. So at this point, ladies and gentlemen, Wanda is fully aware. We have confirmed that Wanda is fully aware of everything that is going on. However, my theory is that she's not aware to the extent, as in she's not aware of the total consequences of the things that are going on. But she is very much aware of what's going on inside of the 70s and the sitcom era lifestyle that she's built for herself. She is fully aware that she has control over it, and that she can control. Well, I just said it. She has control over it, and that it's her thing. So she's fully aware of it. If you need more proof of that, right? If you want me to give you more evidence of that, because you can say, well, they done. I mean, she did the same thing at the end of the last episode. Rewinded it when she got stressed, and she did that. Maybe another moment, maybe in the first 2 episodes. If you need more proof of that, here you go. So I already talked about how Wanda and Geraldine had their little standoff, right? So Wanda ends up, after they had their little confrontation, Wanda completely ejects Geraldine, aka Monica Rambeau, completely ejects her from the bubble, right? So when that happens, right? And I'm not spoiling it because I just thought about this. I didn't give a spoiler warning or anything, but this is a spoiler review, guys. But I didn't spoil anything with that because that part is featured heavily in the trailers. This is the part where Monica Rambeau flies out of the created world that Wanda has. This is the part where she flies out, okay? So boom, that's in the trailer. Boom, I've given a lot of spoilers, so I'm going to kind of start shutting up about spoilers now because I don't want to spoil the whole episode. So, but I kind of already did. So I'm just going to keep going. Full speed ahead, guys. Chugga, 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 choo, choo. Spoiler train. Chugga, 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 choo, choo. All right, so that was so stupid. That was so dumb. So that shows that Wanda is fully in control and knows, well, not fully in control, but has an idea that she's in control and has an idea of what's going on, but she doesn't know the full extent. What does that mean exactly? So, how does she not know the full extent? I say that because there are 2 characters in particular. I will say which ones it is because I'm already far enough down the rabbit hole of spoilers. So her 2 neighbors, Ralph and Agnes, is back in this episode, and I'm about to get into my theory of Agnes, so I'm gonna rush through this part real quick. They are starting to reveal to Vision something that Vision is gonna be thinking about in the next episode. I guarantee you, right? All right, so I won't spoil that part. So they start to hint at and reveal something to Vision that I think is going to come into play in the next episode, and I can't wait to see how that plays out. So, Agnes, I'm going to jump right into this train. I've seen everyone's theories about how Agnes could be working for Mephisto and could be the, Agatha, right? Who, again, also works with Mephisto, is notorious for that, etc., etc. I think that this episode is the first step in either debunking that theory, or it is the first step in giving us a total misdirection. Because of that moment there where they are talking to Vision and the way that it comes off and the way that, yeah, just the way that it comes off. It's like, okay, either the series now is giving us a misdirection on the character of Agnes, or it is straight up saying, hey, Agnes isn't really who you think she is. In the term of in terms of, like, if you're thinking that she's working with Mephisto and then Mephisto's here, like, I think Mephisto is going to be in the series. Don't get me wrong. I think Mephisto is going to be in the series. I think that, there's going to be a lot of that foul trickery and play up in there. But I think Agnes, I want to say that, like, that's what I'm saying. I think this is either, again, a misdirection or a flat out denial and proof that she's not actually Agatha or the main bad guy. But could be wrong about that, but that's just my theory. Yeah, that's just my theory. So the devil in the details quote that everyone's talking about, that's solid evidence that she could be who everyone thinks she is. But I think that this episode works against that. We'll just have to see. We'll have to see. But I'm open to this episode working against that. I'm also excited for next week with these episodes in the coming weeks, because now, especially with the last minute or so of the episode, where the aspect ratio changes and we actually start to see what things are going on outside of the bubble that Wanda's created. Sword and everything. I'm excited. I want to know, because I think my theory of why Monica was in there as Geraldine, my theory of why she was in there is she came in there to do reconnaissance. That's my theory. I say that because I think Wanda has, because you could say, well, why didn't she send Randall in? Randall Park's character. Why not send Darcy in there? Because she's in the show. Why not send another sword agent in there? Because I think Wanda, and even when Wanda sees the sword logo on, I said Wanda, right? Even when Wanda sees the sword logo on Geraldine, she recognizes that symbol, right? She recognizes it on the back of the beekeeper, right? She recognizes that beekeeper is somebody that she does not want to deal with, because that's someone that's disrupting her world, right? And I think that she's seen everybody that's worked for Sword except for Monica Rambeau. And I think that Monica Rambeau kind of came in last minute for what? I don't know. How? I don't know. I'm very interested to find that out. But I think they sent her in there to do some reconnaissance. And I think that Monica Rambeau blew her cover, right? I'm very interested in the story of Monica Rambeau more than I was when this series was announced, and more than I was when she first appeared in the series. Because for her to just straight up mention the Ultron thing like that, and that be the thing that blow her cover, she got a story, and I want to hear it, and I'm ready to hear it, and I hope it comes sooner rather than later throughout this entire run of the series. But hey, I guess I'm willing to wait because it's good so far. But these episodes are picking up some steam, so I'm really hoping we kind of get some at least some time dedicated to Monica Rambeau, and I hope the episodes do get longer, because I know a lot of people are like, okay, these 30 minutes is sitcom trope, we get it. Can we please get to what actually is happening? So I know there's a lot of impatience on that, and I do agree, but again, it is called a slow burn, and the slow burns move, and if you're not used to a slow burn, you gotta wait it out, guys. We gotta wait it out. It's coming. The answers are coming. But yeah, so that's it in my review of WandaVision. This episode I thought was really good. I liked the 70s theme. I liked how they changed the theme song in the beginning. I forgot to mention that, to kind of pay homage to 70s shows like the Brady Bunch and things like that. I am starting to go crazy over the hexagons like a lot of other fans out there, because there are a lot of hexagons in this show, okay? There are a lot of hexagons in this show. And also, in my thumbnail, I have a hidden image in my thumbnail for this video. If you find a hidden image in the thumbnail for this video, drop a comment down below. And maybe I'll offer you a prize or something. I don't know. Maybe you'll get a prize. If you notice it, drop a comment down below in the comment section if you notice it. And I'm going to post about it too, so whatever. But yeah, so again, yeah, that's my review of episode 3 of WandaVision. I think it was a good episode. I'm definitely ready for this slow burn to pick up in speed. Speed. That's a pun. But yeah, so I really enjoyed this episode. I thought it was good. Thank you guys for tuning in to my review tonight. If you like this review, hit the like button. If you're not subscribed yet and you like the content that we do here, subscribe to our channel, get notified about our new reviews and everything. Like I said, we just did our review on Soul, so make sure you guys check that out. And BrickWall Anime is coming up on Tuesday. You guys don't want to miss that. It'll be another great installment. I think you guys will love it. But and outside of that, thank you all for tuning in. Thank you for all your support. And just stay safe, stay breezy, stay cool. And until next time, peace.